There was a rich man clothed with the best of what life had to offer. He always wore the best clothes, always had a roof over his head, and always had great food at his table. And each night as he would finish dinner, he would have so much food that he would give the neighborhood dogs scraps off of his plate. And he lived in this beautiful home, walled off from the rest of the world. But outside his gate there sat a beggar named Lazarus. And Lazarus was clothed with the worst of what the world had to offer. He always wore the same clothes, same tattered, torn clothes every day and every night. He always sat there begging for just some crumbs off the rich man's table. He was clothed from head to toe with open sores. And the only ones who would ever have compassion on him were the neighborhood dogs that would come and lick his open wounds. Now one day, both men died, and Lazarus, without any family or friends, he's carried off by angels to heaven, where he's placed by Abraham's side. And he finally finds relief from the suffering of this world. And the rich man, he's surrounded by family and friends as he's sent off in a lavish funeral. The rich man believing he's going to heaven, where he's going to have 10 times as much in that world compared to what he had in this world. But he wakes up and he finds himself in hell, a place so desolate, so destitute, so dry, that he can't find any water anywhere to quench his unbearable thirst. And looking up towards heaven, the rich man sees Lazarus and he sees Abraham. And looking past Lazarus like he always did in the life before, going straight to Abraham, the guy in charge. Abraham, send Lazarus to dip his hand into some water and tell him to come down here and let just a few drops off his fingertip drip on my tongue so I can have some relief from the suffering. For Abraham calls out, "Rich man, I'm sorry. There's a great chasm between your world and our world that no one can cross." And the rich man crying out again, "Well, Abraham," and looking past Lazarus once again, a pattern, "Abraham, send Lazarus to my family and my friends to warn them of the impending doom so that maybe they'll change their ways." But Abraham calls back, "Rich man, your family and your friends, they have the law and the prophets. They have Moses. They know what's right and what's wrong. And even if a dead man came back to life and told them himself, they still wouldn't believe." And the rich man, he had made the same mistake that he had always made. And the mistake was looking past Lazarus, ignoring him. Even hell itself hadn't changed the rich man's heart. The only use that the rich man had for Lazarus was in how Lazarus could serve him, because the rich man had built his entire life on status and power and wealth and taking from others. The way of God, it's not based in wealth or status or power or all of the things that we gain in this life. The way of God, it's not ignoring your neighbor and looking past your neighbor. The way of God, which is the way of life that brings us life and keeps us from death, it's choosing to love your neighbor, especially those who have nothing to offer in return.